Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to talk about why Morgan Stanley's Bitcoin and Solana ETF filings caught analysts by surprise. Of course, like the video and subscribe to the channel, it helps out a lot. And let's get into it. Morgan Stanley filed SEC registration statements for spot Bitcoin and Solana ETFs, shifting from third-party products in-house crypto vehicles. The main points are: Morgan Stanley filed S-1 registration statements with the SEC for spot Bitcoin and Solana ETFs on January 6, 2026. The bank manages roughly 20 ETFs, but only 2 carry the Morgan Stanley name, making this branding decision rare. Morgan Stanley allowed advisors to buy crypto ETFs for clients in October 2024, recommending up to 4% allocation in aggressive portfolios. Interesting. Spot Bitcoin ETFs have been seeing over 1.2 billion in inflows during the first 2 trading days of 2025, with Monday's 697 million being the largest since October. The filings show Morgan Stanley moving from disrupting third-party crypto products to building its own in-house vehicles. Morgan Stanley submitted registration statements to the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission for spot Bitcoin and Solana exchange-traded funds in January 6, 2026. That means yesterday. The 6th largest U.S. bank by assets under management filed for the Morgan Stanley Bitcoin Trust and Morgan Stanley Solana Trust. The Bitcoin Trust will rank and track the price of Bitcoin and net fees and expenses. The fund will hold Bitcoin directly rather than using derivatives or leverage. Its net asset value will be calculated daily using a pricing benchmark from major spot exchanges. The Solana Trust is structured to track the price of Solana. Both projects are passive and will not attempt to trade based on market conditions. Shares will be created and redeemed in large blocks by authorized participants, either in cash or in kind. Retail investors will be able to buy and sell shares of the secondary market through brokerage accounts. The funds have not yet discovered their ticket symbols. The shares are expected to list on a national securities exchange if approved. Morgan Stanley manages roughly 20 ETFs across brands including Calvert and Eaton Vance. Only 2 currently carry the Morgan Stanley name. This branding decision is rare for the firm. Bloomberg Intelligence analyst James Seyffart expressed surprise at all the filings. He said that he has been predicting for years that major firms would change their stance on crypto. The move represents a shift from distributing third-party crypto products to building in-house vehicles, which is a pleasant change. Morgan Stanley's previous crypto stance. Until October 2024, Morgan Stanley advisors were banned from buying crypto ETFs for clients. The firm then began recommending crypto allocations of up to 4% in its most aggressive client portfolios. This placed Morgan Stanley alongside BlackRock and Fidelity in offering crypto assets. The bank operates a wealth management arm with thousands of advisors who opened crypto access to clients in October. By using its own ETFs, Morgan Stanley can keep management fees in-house rather than paying competitors. This vertical integration allows the bank to direct client capital into proprietary products. Bloomberg sector ETF analyst Eric Balchunas called the move smart. He said Morgan Stanley could use the funds for its big bring your own asset ETF strategy. This could prompt other major investment firms to launch in-house branded Bitcoin ETFs. Current crypto ETF markets. Spot Bitcoin ETFs have grown to 123 billion in total net assets. According to social value data, this represents 6.57% of Bitcoin's total market capitalization. The products have been over 1.2 billion in inflows during the first 2 trading days of 2025. Monday's 697 million in net inflows was the largest daily total since October. At this pace, Bitcoin ETFs could see 150 billion in annual inflows. Balchunas said BlackRock spot ETFs became the firm's top revenue source in November 2024, with allocations nearing 100 billion. Spot Solana ETFs have grown to more than 1 billion in total and net assets. These funds have seen a cumulative net inflow of nearly 800 million. The filing shows Morgan Stanley's deeper commitment to digital assets. Cash transactions for the Bitcoin Trust will be executed through third-party Bitcoin counterparties selected by the sponsor. The trust is sponsored by Morgan Stanley's investment management. Both filings followed rapid expansion for Bitcoin ETFs in the US market over the past 2 years. And that was the article. I hope that you enjoyed it. I have some problems with my coughing today, so I'm sorry for that. Of course, I will see you in the next video tomorrow, and I hope that you have a wonderful day. And until then, I'll see you.